Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Aaron here. It's starting to get cold here in North Carolina. Today I want to show you my tool of the week. I finally have some shop air. I got this Schulz of America 5 horsepower 80-gallon air compressor, and yes, it is on the outside of my garage between the garage wall and my enclosed trailer, and I have the line running through to the inside. So just wanted to talk a little bit about this machine today. Here's the plate on it showing you some of the specs if you want to pause and check it out. It's got a nice fully enclosed motor up top and sits right on top of the tank. I chose to leave mine outside and yes, still in the crate, even though the instructions say to take it out. I think probably 95% of people that buy these leave it in the crate. I did it for a couple of reasons. One, I stapled a really nice tarp over the top to keep most of the rain off. It came with all of this plastic that I ripped open all around it to give it the ventilation that it needs. And even though, yeah, my wife says it looks really bad, but what I'm going to come in and do eventually is get some of this white siding and put some white siding down it to kind of mask this. And ideally, for the top section that's ventilated, I'm gonna have a door so that I can open and close that door if it's not in use for extended periods of time. And the other ends, same thing for the other sides. Now here's the electrical box. It's got a electrical shutoff over there. It has a fuse inside. That's the reset for it. And of course it has, where is it down here? It's got its own little pressure relief valve down here with a on and off button as well. And these things come with a WEG motor, which is pretty highly regarded from what I can tell in the compressor world. I'll do another video showing you how I actually wired it inside there. I did wire it myself, really easy. And so what do we have here? So we have this ball valve as the main valve right here, and then we have just this what do they call it, pigtail hose coming in. I just drilled a, I don't know, whatever size that was, 1.5 inch or whatever hole through there into the garage where it comes out the other side right there, and you can see my regulator. One thing I want to say about Schulz of America is that they have fantastic service guys working for them. When I bought this thing, wired it up, hooked it up the first time, it ran for about 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden it blew the fuse in my garage, and I spent several days troubleshooting why that was. But I got a hold of Schulz of America directly over email and phone. Both. The service department was super responsive and finally helped me figure it out. They sent me a whole new motor, so I learned how to replace a motor. It's super easy. There's 4 bolts on top. You take off and disconnect the wiring. It is pretty heavy. They sent me a new one on a pallet. I pulled this one off, well, the original one. I pulled the original one off, put the new one on, put the original one back on the pallet. They came back and picked it up, no charge. Like almost no questions asked, too few questions asked if you ask me, because they didn't even ask for like a receipt when I bought it. I mean, I think they asked me when I bought it, maybe, but I didn't have to provide any proof. They just sent it out and picked up a new one. So I'll put a link to this stuff in the description. I just got all of these parts on Amazon, and I got a little adapter over here that goes into my regulator that also has, you know, a dryer or, you know, a water, what do you call this thing? So if I push this up, we'll get the water out of there. And I'll do another whole video about this blue pipe that I installed for my lines in here, but it is fantastic. But I made 3 air drops around my shop. And of course, the reason I got the compressor in the first place, if you haven't been following along my videos, is this vapor hunting machine. And so my new air compressor can provide about 20 CFM, which is what it needs. So yeah, just caulked up the walls in and out to keep everything nice and tidy, and leave this thing on 24/7. I've had no air leaks. It doesn't randomly turn on or anything, so it's really airtight. I think there are probably several resellers of these things. I got mine on webstaurant.com. I get no commission or anything if you buy it there, but it was the cheapest price for me, and delivery was pretty snappy. I'll throw my invoice up right here so you can see it. It was just over 2,600 bucks shipped and everything. So for an 80-gallon, 5 horsepower, that's the best deal I found. And I've had it for, I don't know, 3 months now maybe. And other than the initial issue I had, which was replaced quickly, I've had no other issues. This thing is great, runs great. It's not super loud, so even if it was in my garage, it wouldn't really be a problem. It's super convenient for it to be outside where you barely hear it. But here, I'll give you a little listen. All right, so I hope that was helpful. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I got some more content on this thing and other garage build items out there. And if you are already a subscriber, smash that like button. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next one.